So I've got a really nice, easy, simple question to ask you. When is the best time to retire? Easy, right? Well, hopefully in this video, I will break down my thoughts and theories on the idea of retirement. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding, maybe a clearer picture, or you might be able to put some comments down below to help people work out when they're ready to retire. I'm going to ask the question, are you retired already? And if so, when did you retire? Are you like me? Are you thinking of retiring, or retirement is coming up soon? I'm 52 years of age. Hi, sorry if you're new here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anton. Let's talk about life with Anton. I'm 52 years of age, and the question now is starting to bubble over in my head. At what age is the age that I should be thinking about retiring? Or maybe you're younger than me and retirement's not quite there yet, but you are, you're a planner, you're a forward thinker, and you're thinking, do you know what? This video might help me decide when is the best time to retire. Either one of those circumstances, you're in the right place, and hopefully in the next 10 or 15 minutes we can get through this question, which is, it's not easy. Every single person is different. Every single circumstance is different. Whether you've saved up enough money for your retirement, whether you're single with no kids, or whether you're married with loads of kids, or, whichever country you live in, there's so many different variables to consider. But I want to shed some light on a few situations and circumstances that have happened to me that I've been a witness of, and that makes me ask the question, when is the best time for me to retire? So I'm going to start off with my mum, who, if you've watched any of my videos on the channel, you might have come across this one. My mum passed away. And she was in her early 50s, died of breast cancer. She worked her whole life and didn't really have any time to enjoy life properly because it was taken away from her way, way, way too early. Now, I witnessed her decline, having cancer, and it was horrible. And, it was 25 years ago now. 24 years ago, sorry. And her life that was it. Within a year and a half of diagnosed with having cancer, that was it. That was her life gone. And she never had a chance to retire. I also have lost my dad, and he retired at 65 and went on to live till he was 75. So he had 10 years of retirement. And again, he worked all his life. And he had 10 years to try and cram in as much as he could. He went traveling around, went on cruise ships and went to various continents. But I know that there was loads of places that he never got the chance to go to. And it was a strange one with my dad, because he was actually quite busy after he retired. But I'm wondering whether he never admitted it at the time, but I'm wondering whether my dad actually slightly regretted retiring at 65. I actually think my dad would have thrived and enjoyed life a lot more if he had have retired 5 or 10 years earlier. But my dad was a very cautious man. Very particular, set in his ways, and he was very traditional. So, being born in the 40s, he was very much nope. The retirement age is 65 years of age, and that's it. I will retire at 65. And anyway, he had 10 years to live his retired life. I look at some very close friends of mine who are in their early 50s, same as me. and they're seriously considering retirement because they've just had enough. They're sick to the back teeth of that hamster wheel continuously turning 5-6 days a week. Their life is just not as fulfilled as they would like it to be, and they're seriously considering retirement. I have a family member who is a couple of years older than me who has retired and is really happy and really enjoying himself. And he's traveling around the world and doing all the things that he wanted to do. And he's fit and strong. And yeah, he's having a great time. Now, he does have slight concerns about finances. He's a lot more frugal maybe than he was when he was having that regular income. So, yeah, it does beg the question, what is a good age to retire? I mean, really, what is it? I know everyone's going to turn straight away to money and go, well, you can't retire unless you've got enough money. Well, is that true in this day and age, in 2025, 2026? Really? I mean, could you not retire from the corporate world and have a side hustle like YouTube, for example, or, you know, doing digital courses, or doing affiliate marketing, or, you know, all the things that you can do? You can earn money online. Could you not do that? Wouldn't that work? Possibly. Depends, I suppose, how confident you are, how much of a risk taker you are, how many people depend on your regular sort of guaranteed income. So yeah, there's a lot of questions to be asked, and yeah, I'm reaching out here because I don't know all the answers. I'm just sort of desperate to put a video out there to have a bit of a discussion going on what everyone else thinks about it, because I am really, really torn with it. And I think what it is with me, being made redundant, a year or so ago, really hit me, and I'm back in work again now, so that's great. But I'm getting really tired of being told what to do. I'm getting really tired of the mundane, boring lifestyle that I'm currently living at the moment. It's really getting to me. And I'm in my early 50s. I shouldn't be feeling like this, but I am feeling like it. And I am looking and seeing and talking to loads of people, and, you know, it's on my mind. Let's put it that way. It is definitely on my mind about when is the best time to retire, because I don't want to retire like my dad did at 65 or 66, 68, and then you go traveling around the world, for instance, if that's what you want to do. You go to all these countries around the world, and you're too old. You can't even like walk, you know, do half a day's walking or sightseeing, or, you know, you're getting on and off a cruise ship and your knees and your back is aching, and you know, everything's sore, and your eyesight's deteriorated that much you can hardly see anything. You can't hear very well. I mean, do you really want to go traveling around the world when it's like that? You've got, like I said, if you've got children, they're going to be at home advising you not to do it, because obviously, one, you're spending their inheritance, and no, I'm joking. Well, that is probably true, but yeah, more importantly, they're worried for your health, you know. And do you want to be doing? You know, that's the drawback for me, is retiring too late. So I'm thinking I definitely want to retire in my 50s. It's whether my risk tolerance will allow that to happen, because I haven't currently got enough money to retire right now. That's the way it is. Can't turn back time now. I can make money between now and retiring, no problem. And there's a few things that I do currently that is making me good money at the moment. But is it enough? I mean, what is enough? What is enough to retire on? You know, I mean, do you need to do all the fancy cars? Do you need to stay in 5-star hotels to, you know, enjoy yourself? Well, no, I don't think you do. Yeah, it's nice to go out to nice restaurants now and again, but do you have to go to nice restaurants all the time? You know, I mean, the amount of money that you can save by going on a walk in the hill, you know, through the countryside, and you know, making your own sandwiches and a flask of tea doesn't cost anything. You know, so it doesn't always have to cost a lot of money to do things. So that's that. And then, you know, the other thing I was going to sort of put out there was, how do you know when it's time to retire? You know, is there, like I said, is it that constant nagging of, I just don't want to be told what to do, and I'm sick and tired of doing this job, I'm bored. Well, if you're bored and sick and tired of doing that job, then surely you just go and get another job, right? I mean, that's what I would have thought. Or are you sick and tired of getting up in the morning and going to work? You know, is that what it's like? Again, if you're retired, please come jump into the comments and let me know, because I'm fascinated. I really am fascinated with this subject and this question of when is the best time to retire. And I know, again, I'll reiterate, everyone is going to be different and everyone's got their own opinions on it. And some people retire in their 40s, other people retire in their 50s, other people retire in their 60s. I know, you know, I've got family members that are still working in their 70s. And I mean, I work with some guys at the moment in my current job. And, you know, there's a few of them that are like 71, 72, and they're still doing the job that I do. And I'm like, I can never do that at 72. I mean, that's like 20 years away, still doing that job. I mean, personally, with everything that's going on with AI and everything, I'm not 100% convinced that my job's going to be around in 20 years, but that's by the by. So, you know, that's the sort of questions that, you know, come into my head, and I'm just wondering, is that's what it's like? Is there a certain time where you just go, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do this. There's going to be things like mortgages. Have you paid your mortgage off? Or are you considering downsizing? Maybe. You know, are people dependent on you to financially provide for them? You know, like I said, you might have children that, you know, are struggling financially. And I know here in the UK, the house prices, I mean, it's so hard now to get a house. I mean, first time buyers, I know when I was growing up, it was something like you could get a nice, decent house for like 3-4 times your wage. You see, now I think it's something like 12 or 14 times your wage to get on the housing market. I mean, that is just, it's virtually impossible for most young people. So, you know, there's so many different things that they're doing, but, you know, so again, you know, do you need to provide money for that? Is there weddings coming up that, you know, again, you need to pay for? Is there, you know, deposits for houses that you need to provide for? You know, say it and I'll say it again. What is the right amount of money to retire on? Like, what can you live on? You know, what state pensions have you got? Have you got private pensions? Again, I've got pensions, but I don't know whether they're going to carry me through. And, you know, what do you work it out on? Do you work it out on, say, if I retire at sort of 55, you know, realistically, how many good years have you got in the world? For a man, probably somewhere in the region of about 20, maybe. You're 75, 76, 77, touching on 80. Things start to break down. You start to deteriorate. You know, you're going to be in a sort of, what do you call it, a nursing home, sat there. Do you need loads of money when you're sat there in an armchair, watching TV or playing bingo or whatever it is that, you know, you do? I don't know. You know, and look, I'm talking as if we're all going to be passing away before the age of 80. No, like, we're going to be, some of us, hopefully, I'll be living into my 90s. But realistically, you know, how much money do I need in the next 20 or 30 years to live on? I'm married, so obviously my wife as well, she works. Again, she's got her own money and her own pension and everything like that. So together, combined, possibly, you know, it might work out. But yeah, who knows? Like I said, we're all different and we've all got different circumstances. But I just wanted to throw this video together. Sorry, I'm waffling a little bit. I mean, I jumped on because I was absolutely fascinated with this question of when is the right time to retire. I mean, I haven't even had time to do my hair or anything. I mean, honestly, I really am. I do apologise. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Honestly, I'm fascinated. I really am. And I hope this throws up a few questions for you if you are in the position like me. You know, maybe you're in your 50s and you're thinking, how long can I go on for? You know, or you might be retired. Let us know. Let us know what retirement's like, and let us know what, you know, whether you made a mistake or whether it was the best thing that you ever did. Again, I've got people that I know that are very close to me that are in their 50s, and some of them are not going to make it another year. Okay, they're terminally ill, and I've got other people who have passed away about 2-3 years ago, and they were, you know, one of them I'm thinking of in my head, and they were 56 years of age, and they died. And I had an auntie who was 54. She had a brain tumor, and she started to forget things very quickly, couldn't remember anything, started to get headaches, all that sort of stuff. Went to get the MRI scans and, you know, all the treatment, and yeah, she lasted about 9 months, and that was it, gone, done. That was her life over with. I have a very close family member who was married, happily married, and the partner had went in for an operation, died on the operating table, and they were in their 40s. You know, it's life's short. I mean, it really is. It is so short, and it is so precious, and we all need to make sure that however much time we've got on this earth, we max it out. I mean, we spend as much time as we can being happy, being fulfilled, you know, and enjoying life, because we don't know when our time is up. So sorry for waffling. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you like and subscribe this video, or go onto my channel and check out some of the other stuff, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm growing this channel, so hopefully it's given you something to think about. Hopefully we can have a discussion in the comments about it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. So take care, God bless, and see you soon. Bye.